The divine setup. You were made for this. You ever feel like life is a game of hide and seek? Like you're searching for something, running, chasing, reaching, and no matter how close you get, it keeps slipping through your fingers? Let me tell you something. You are not chasing a dream. You are not chasing success. You are not running after favor. Favor is running after you. It has been looking for you before you were even born, before your mother held you in her arms, before you ever took your first breath. God already had a path for you. You think your life is random. You think all those struggles were just accidents. You think those delays were just bad luck. No, it was all part of a setup, a divine setup. You see, God never moves randomly. He doesn't operate in guesswork. When he sets something in motion, he doesn't check back later and hope it worked out. No, he orchestrates. He strategizes. He places every piece of the puzzle with precision. So if you ever felt like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time, if you ever felt like you were delayed, if you ever felt like life was playing some cruel joke on you, I need you to take a deep breath right now. Because you weren't delayed, you weren't forgotten, you weren't cast aside. You were being positioned because the favor God is about to release in your life. It's not just any favor. It's not the kind of favor that gives you small victories. It's not the kind of favor that gets you a little promotion. It's not the kind of favor that makes people say, oh, that's nice. No, this is the kind of favor that makes people's jaws drop. The kind that makes your enemies shake their heads in disbelief. The kind that turns your setbacks into comebacks so loud that people have no choice but to say, only God could have done. That, the pain before the power. Why you had to go through it. Now listen, before you get excited, before you start claiming your favor, you need to understand something. Favor is expensive. It comes at a price. See, we live in a world where everybody wants success. Everybody wants to be elevated. Everybody wants to be seen and chosen. But nobody wants to go through the process. Because favor doesn't feel like favor when it's forming. Favor doesn't feel like favor when you're in the fire. Favor doesn't feel like favor when you're being tested, when you're being stretched, when you're being rejected. Because before God elevates you, he isolates you. Before God blesses you, he breaks you. Before God puts the crown on your head, he puts a cross on your back. Why? Because he is not just giving you a blessing, he is building you into a person strong enough to carry it. You think Joseph was just thrown into power? No, he had to be thrown into a pit first. He had to be thrown into prison first. You think David just woke up one morning and became king? No, he had to fight lions first. He had to fight bears first. He had to run for his life first, because favor without preparation is a curse. If God gave you your blessing before you were ready, it would not elevate you, it would destroy you. So if you've been through hell, if life has been hitting you from all sides, if you feel like you've been walking through fire, don't curse the fire, because the fire is not destroying you, it is refining you, it is forging you into a warrior. The storm is not your enemy, it's your transportation. Now let me ask you something. What if the thing you fear the most is actually your doorway to favor? See, we have this idea that favor comes wrapped in sunshine and ease, that when God blesses you, everything is supposed to be smooth. But let me tell you something. Favor often comes disguised as a storm. Look at the disciples in the Bible. They were on a boat in the middle of the sea, and out of nowhere a storm hit. They were terrified. They thought they were going to drown, but what they didn't know was that the storm was carrying Jesus to them. And when he stepped into the boat, the storm didn't destroy them. It transported them to their destination faster than they expected. What if your storm is doing the same thing? What if the hardship you're facing right now is not meant to stop you, but to speed you up? Because God doesn't just send storms to shake you. He sends them to shift you. That heartbreak, that rejection, that failure, what if it's not a sign of defeat, but a sign that God is about to reposition you for something greater? What if your storm is not your punishment, but your chariot? Get ready, your moment is coming. Listen to me. I don't know what you've been waiting for. I don't know what battles you've been fighting. I don't know what doors have been slammed in your face, but hear me loud and clear. Get ready, because your moment is coming. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. And when it comes, when that door opens, when that opportunity presents itself, you better not hesitate, because when God puts you in the right place at the right time, he does not do it twice. This is not a speech. This is not just words. This is a war cry. This is a declaration of victory. This is a reminder that you were made for this. Now stand up, straighten your back, lift your head, and walk into your destiny like you own it, because you do. This is your season. So you better be ready to move. You better be ready to stand tall. You better be ready to step into the room like you belong there, because you do. You didn't come this far just to come this far. You didn't fight all those battles just to quit now. You survived for a reason, and that reason is standing right in front of you.